welcome back everyone from that. Yeah, one-sided match, but it was a crazy match. It was a lot of damage just meeting at the center, and a little bit better piloting on on one team's behalf kind of helped them circumvent crumbling in the way that sinusoidal field theory did there.
The thing that really swung that match is that they actually didn't meet in the center. They were they could have. A lot of teams in this kind of setup would just charge right at the other team. They'd both meet in the middle and then they'd brawl it out. And either team could have won that matchup. That would have been a coin toss. But the Agmar Money team guys played it perfectly. They pulled back. They used their NEOs to tackle the Vindicator, slow him down to make sure that the other members of the team arrived first. And then they just picked them off one by one. They drew some of them out of the arena, but their strategy didn't even really rely on that. That was just a bonus.
Yeah, that was really impressive. I wonder what would have happened if, if you leave like the Daredevils there to protect the Vindicator and kill those NEOs and stuff like that. Like they obviously were in the kind of more straightforward version of we chose a primary, we're just going to all die for it as much as we can, and they just got separated from each other and picked apart.
In a match like this as well, where both teams are short range, no one has the advantage while they're far apart from each other. So you actually don't need to charge the other team at all.
Right.
In this case, if the Sinusoidal Field Theory team would have actually been much better off having the whole team just anchor on the Vindicator.
Right.
Have everyone to say, all right, orbit the Vindicator 500 for now. We're going to have the Vindicator approach the other team.
Diving might make sense against like a missile team or a Dominic's team or something like that, where you are taking damage the whole time. But yeah, in this case, you're not really hurting at all until someone commits. And so, actually, in matches where there's been two really good teams playing this kind of setup in the past, we see a lot of kind of dancing around each other.
Often they'll both move away at first, and then just sort of sit around.
Sort of 6 minutes seeing who kind of makes a mistake or who finds an opening or whatever. And
and that's the kind of thing we'll probably see more of as we get later in the tournament.
Yeah.
But an exciting match nonetheless. An impressive display of skill by the Agmar Money team. But we're now going to go through some of the tweets that you guys sent in about the match before that, 8CAS versus Kolbas Inside. So we have McRibwich with a couple of tweets. He has faster, I say. Some people that really wanted that. Notmo, at @Notmo_Eve says, remember folks, train thermodynamics to 5. So that's for
anyone not familiar, thermodynamics is the skill that allows you to overheat longer without burning out your modules. And overheating is, again, for anyone actually, just quickly, if you're not familiar with overheating at all, it's a mechanic that allows you to make your modules more powerful at the expense of they take damage to themselves. And it's a great thing for burst damage, for burst tanking, if you have something where you really need to get some extra oomph in right away, but you're always risking burning stuff out. And so it creates a lot of tension. There's a lot of like, how close can I push this to the edge before everything falls apart?
So Bam Stroker that we saw in our first match of the day, at Bam Stroker, said simply best match ever.
I tend to agree.
I kind of agree.
It was really good.
It was one of my favorite matches in a very long time.
Close, and we got to see reverse tie-dye. Then we have CCP Veritas. He tweeted,
who is the man who behind tie-dye, one of the people behind the tie-dye system.
So he tweeted his Twitter is @CCP_Veritas, and he tweeted, "Hey, thanks for testing that tiebreaker code. That was pretty nice of y'all."
I'm sure he enjoyed that.
We didn't test this again for this tournament. We did it for the last Alliance tournament, but we totally forgot.
We just counted on it continuing to work.
Yes. So the last tweet I'm going to read out here is from Naughty Cargo, @NaughtyCargo. He says, amazing fight on #NEO2 with 8CAS and Kolbas Inside. Tie-dye at 5 times speed. So epic. So worth being up at 4 a.m. all-nighter for the win. So thanks for joining us, and thanks for being up at 4 a.m. and watching the tournament. I hope you enjoyed, and I hope we get many more matches like this. But right now, we're going to head out for a little break. We'll be back with the next match at around 18:20. So go get yourself something to eat, and we'll see you right back here in about an hour.